What's going on, YouTube? I have a great one today. You know, I love my female nature, human nature, dating relationships. You know, I love that shit. That's what I cover. And I want to talk about, how women actually handle rejection. Yes, women handle rejection far worse than men. Yes, women handle rejection far worse than men. And I know some of you going to say, well, of course, men approach women all damn day. You know, they be shooting their shot all damn day. So they numb to getting rejected and shit like that. But women, they go about approaching a man in a different way. You know, they might not do a direct approach or what you want to call a cold approach. They may not, handle it in that way. But women, they'll flirt with you. They'll flirt with you, give you, subtle signs and things like that. And in this particular situation, I'm talking about women that you're really in close proximity with, on a day-to-day basis. You see them quite a bit. Things like that. These are the women that handle rejection far worse than men, because women that you don't see that often, or they probably won't see you again, this, that, it's not as much, what can I say? It's not as much, pressure behind the whole, entire situation. Just picture you go for a guy, you going out of town, and shit, you see some chicks and shit like that. You gonna shoot your shot. You don't give a fuck. Hey, everything, nothing to lose and everything to gain. You out of town. You don't give a fuck. I ain't about to see these hoes again. I don't give a fuck. Shoot my shot. Talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I say in close proximity, like you may work with that gal. Y'all go to the same gym and things like that. And what men must realize, and women know this, men must realize this. A gal don't feel like you rejected her until you don't even want to have sex with her. Yes. See, this is what happened a lot of the time. See, I got to bring it full circle before I really get into my talking points, because if a gal felt like you want them sexually, she feels like you like her. Real talk. That's how a lot of women used to, feel confident about themselves. As far as like, if guys wanted to fuck them, they felt like, they felt confident. Oh, he want me, he this, that. But a lot of women, they kind of wisen up now. They know that, you just want to hit it and things like that. But this is the only way a gal truly knows you want nothing to do with her. You turn down all her sexual advances. Because why do I say this? This is the last straw that women go to when they like a guy. They say, I'm gonna throw this pussy on him, then he gonna fall for me. Last resort. And I've been through this situation so many times. And I say women handle rejection far worse than men, because if you really don't like that gal, because even if you hit it, you say you don't like this or that, she got you. She could be like, you wanted to do this, that. If you don't like me, why you wanted to do this? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they can't understand you just wanted to ask. But this is my thing. If I really don't like somebody, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to show them I don't like them. You know what I mean? And I've been in that situation before, plenty of times. That's why I'm really speaking on this, because when men get rejected, let's just say men get rejected, cold approach, walk up on the guy, shit like that. When they get rejected, man, they feel sorry. They might talk a little shit, call her a name, this or that. Or you may even have some guys that become stalkers. I'm not trying to say the men don't, go on their little rampage either when they get rejected. But women, when they get rejected, oh man, they get vindictive. So why do I say this? So, it kills a gal's confidence all across the board. Like if you don't like her, number one, and you don't want her in a sexual manner, because now she feels like you want nothing to do with her. She feels like you look at her like, ugh. Like if you don't want to have sex with her and you don't like her, because I'm telling you, women, 90% or 80 to 90% of women really feel like you got a thing for them if you still want to go ahead with sexual advances with that guy. Real talk. So if you turn her down all across the board, she will get vindictive. Yes. You know what happens to women that like a guy, really like a guy, and he really turned her down all across the board, like sexually, flirtatiously way and things like that? She'll begin to hate that man. Yes. She will begin to hate that man. Like literally hate you. So like, that's why I say if you're in close proximity with this gal, you may work with this gal, you may go to the same gym, she'll try to get you fired eventually. Yes. If you stand 10 toes down and she flirted with you, she tried to throw it at you and you turned it down, and you just kept going about your business and you knew, what she was doing, she will begin to hate you. Yeah, she will try to get you fired from that job that y'all work at together. She will. Or let's say you work out with that guy, or not work out, work out at the same gym as that guy. She'll start spreading rumors about you, things like that, just making up shit. She'll get really vindictive because most women haven't run into men that don't like them and don't want them in a sexual manner. Because once that guy feel like that guy wants them in a sexual manner, they feel like, okay, I can hook him. At some point, I can hook him. He wanted this punani. He wanted this pussy. I can hook him at some point. It was something he liked about me, the fact that he wanted to hit this. Something he liked about me. But a lot of women don't know, shit, we'll turn the bitch around, hit that shit from the back, ain't even gotta see her face. If we really horny, we trying to get our nut off. A lot of women can't seem to understand that. They can't seem to understand that. But they feel like if you went on with those sexual advances with her, then I got him. And not only that, she feel like she got something on you now. You're not strong man. You don't have discipline, willpower. You know what I'm saying? So now she can make up, She can make up sexual this. You know what I'm saying? He did that. See, it's a lot of things that go into it once you go forward with those sexual advances. Now she got something on you. Say, I got his ass now. He hooked. That's why I say when in close proximity, like you may work out at the same gym, y'all go to the same, I ain't gonna say church, but y'all work together, you know what I'm saying, like that. Y'all got some of the same mutual friends. It's like, man, she will come vindictive. She will hate you over time. She will hate you over time. When you think she'll have respect, okay, this man mature, you know what I'm saying, he ain't wasting my time. He ain't trying to get in my drawers by playing games, this and that. She'll hate you because she'll say, because it's rare. You're rare. You got to understand that you're rare. When you turn a guy down sexually that's been flirting with you, throwing it at you, and you really don't like her, like, you're a rare man. Because most men will be like, man, fuck it, I'm going to just hit it. I'm going to just get the ass, fuck it. I'm going to just hit this hoe and let her keep it pushing. Most men going to do that. And that's weakness. Real talk. That's weakness. Because now she know, oh, I got it in some way. Sometimes the man, he can do what he do, get hit it and get up out of there. But most of the time, she be like, she got a plan. Basically, she got a plan if you plan on hitting that pussy. Yes, you better believe that. But women handle rejection far worse than men. Yes, this is true because they get vindictive. They really hate you. Men, they don't hate a guy when they get rejected. They might talk a little shit, this, that, but if he really be approaching women, 20, 30 minutes later, an hour later, he'd be in another guy's face. So you can't take it too personal, you know what I'm saying? So women handle rejection far worse than men. This is real. One of my life videos, I got to keep it real. This is what I do. But, I do my dating relationships, female nature, male nature. That's what I do. But let me know what y'all think about this one. This was a great one. Yes. But let me know what y'all think. Comment, like, subscribe. Let's forget to share the video. If you're entertaining, hit that cash app. Keep it rolling. We are.